friends, so today is a really fun video. I'm sorry if my voice is still cutting in and out. It was so much worse a few days ago and I really need to film this. Good morning guys, it's Monday. I am super excited because I decided to make up a tag this year, the Cozy Christmas Book tag. I typed it into YouTube. I didn't see anything that came up with that title, so hopefully no one's ever done this before. I had a really fun time coming up with all the prompts for this video, so I hope that you guys enjoy them too. I'm gonna get right into the questions, and if you guys want to do this, it will be down below. All the questions will be in the description box. So the first prompt is Twinkling Lights. What is the most beautiful book that you own? And I had a really hard time answering this because you guys know me, I love nice covers. So I was going through my shelves trying to pick like my favorite one, and honestly I could have picked like 10. But for this one, I still didn't pick just one, but I am down to Little Women and Carols and Chaos. I haven't read this one yet. I am in the middle of this one, but I thought that both of these covers were just absolutely beautiful, so I had to go with those ones. The next prompt is the perfect tree. Are you willing to pay more for a prettier edition of a book? So for this one, it really depends on the book, if it's something I'm really excited about, and how much it costs. If it's like a $45 hardcover, I will either wait for the paperback or I'll just buy a used copy of whatever I can get my hands on. The third prompt is build a snowman, and for this one you need to make a Christmas book stack, and this can be either in color or just in theme of like Christmassy books. So the stack that I came up with, I decided to go with color, and for this stack I did white, red, green, and I've got Robin, Fountains of Silence, Daphne du Maurier's Rebecca, We're the Lucky Ones, Carols and Chaos, and Little Women. And I actually have a second stack back here, but I didn't want to grab it off my nightstand. The fourth prompt is Crackling Fire. What book makes you feel warm and cozy? So for this one, I picked Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice. I absolutely loved this book. I thought it was so sweet, so cozy. I just adored it. I would also say Little Women is quite cozy. I haven't finished with it yet. I'm only about a fifth of the way through, but it's definitely super cozy. I just didn't want to pick the same book for like every prompt. So definitely Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Definitely cozy. Really loved this. The fifth prompt is knee-high socks. What is the longest book that you've read? And for this one, the only answer could be Brandon Sanderson's Way of Kings. This is definitely the biggest book I've ever read. I think it's like 1,250 something pages. It is a monster, but I absolutely loved this one. The sixth prompt is ugly sweaters. What is the ugliest book cover that you own? And for this one, I had to pick The Lies of Locke Lamora by Scott Lynch. You guys know I ordered this thinking I was getting a different copy, and then this ugly thing came in the mail, and honestly, it's probably the only book I actually really hate that's on my shelves. The seventh prompt is blizzards, a book set in the winter or something that has like dark themes or gives you the chills. And for this one, I decided to go old school with Wuthering Heights. I really loved this book. It is not for the faint of heart. It is dark, it is grim, the characters are horrible, but for some reason it pulled me in anyway, and I absolutely loved it. It deals a lot in the winter time, like you really feel the cold in this book. It's brought up a lot, and so I decided to go with this one. The alternate answer is on the bottom of this stack over here, and it's Sherry Lapina's An Unwanted Guest, and I believe that is also set in the winter. There is snow all over the cover. And then the last prompt is Home for the Holidays, and this is for all the rereaders out there. What book on your shelves, when you reread it, makes you feel like you're coming home? And for this one, I have two answers, but I've actually only reread one of them. And obviously, you guys have to know I'm gonna pick Bridge of Clay because this book is my favorite book of all time. I understand that it's not everybody's favorite, but this one just sits in my heart in such a way that I just adore every single page, and I could see myself rereading this like every year or every other year because I loved it. But the other option that I also grabbed was A Gentleman in Moscow. I really loved this book. It was really beautiful. It was really sweet. I loved the count. I felt so like comforted reading this book, and it does have some like darker times and some like sad things that happen in it, but overall the experience that I had with this book was just, I really loved it, and I just loved the atmosphere and the environment and the characters, and I just thought it was really fun. So definitely if I was going to reread this one would be another one that I think would feel like coming home. And really most of the classics that I've read I think would also have that kind of feel. There's just something about them that I just adore. Anyway, that's all the prompts that I have for the Cozy Christmas book tag. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I would love it if as many of you as possible also wanted to do this before Christmas time, because that will make it super fun. If you do end up doing it, leave me a comment down below, drop me a line on Instagram or something like that, a DM, and let me know that you put up a video, or on Twitter even, because I would love to see these videos from anyone else who does them as well. Really quickly at the end, obviously I tag all of you guys. I tag anybody who is watching this because the more the merrier. But if I'm gonna throw some names out there just off the top of my head, I would say Liv's Library, Zoe Reads, if you guys have time to fit this into your schedules, Murphy Napier, Elliot Brooks, and also the Book Refuge, because Jen is super sweet as well. So I decided I'd just throw a few names out there to kind of tag people, but honestly, anybody who watches this, I would love to see it if you end up putting this video up. Thank you so much. I will talk to you guys all next week, and hopefully I will have my full working voice soon. Thanks so much. Bye.
So it seems that I've been rather foolish for some time, trying to chase a life, the dreams you left behind. You told me go on a sea where they might lead you in the end. You never know until you've seen it all for yourself.